Welcome to our first in our Crypto Analytics live series. Today we're analyzing the crypto privacy sector. Now, why are we talking about privacy at all? Well, there's a good reason for that. Bitcoin is not private, and everybody knows that. You have a public address which anyone can see, and it's isolated from your private key by cryptographic math, but the blockchain is completely transparent. So the public address allows anyone to obtain metadata about transactions. What that means is they can find out exactly how much Bitcoin was transferred, when, the exact time, the amount, from whom, to whom, and follow the chain of that transaction and any number of transactions to and from those addresses. So piecing all that transaction metadata together can give someone quite a bit of information. Now, you might think that you could get past that by simply using multiple different public addresses or different wallets, but that's a lot of mental and tactical gymnastics to go through for privacy, just to maintain multiple wallets and multiple public addresses just to obtain privacy on the network. Now, there's another level of privacy where Bitcoin is vulnerable, and that's at the IP address level. Anyone can see where and to, from, and to where every Bitcoin transaction goes on the device level. And that can give people a lot of information about who is transacting and how much and when. Now, you might think you can get past this by using multiple public devices, but again, that's a lot of physical gymnastics to go through to use multiple public devices. So, all of these crypto privacy coins have been ascendant in the wake of Bitcoin's recent price decline. And that's not surprising because privacy is an issue. And if you look at the money flow, follow the money flow from the major cryptocurrencies into these altcoins, you can see exactly what's going on and which ones are worth investing in. So starting with Dash, which is the number one market cap leader in this category that we're looking at $8.6 billion. Dash, interestingly enough, is not cryptographically private. They use a workaround called mixing, where transactions are mixed with other transactions so that they're hard to trace. And that's called a private send, and it's an option on the Dash network. They also have an instant send feature, which makes Dash very fast. Two users can transact Dash in less than a second, and that really, compared to Bitcoin, which on a good day, 10 minutes, at best. So that may be the reason that Dash is the market cap leader. If we look at Dash and Verge, which is the third in market cap of the coins we're looking at 1.7 billion. Verge is also not cryptographically private. Okay, it uses Tor and I2P routing, which is a way of masking your IP address, so it has very strong IP level protection. But because it's not protected at the blockchain level and it's a much smaller network, that can introduce a vulnerability. The Wraith protocol, which is forthcoming on the Verge network, will give users the option of a public ledger or a private ledger. The private ledger will be cryptographically protected. So when the Wraith protocol comes online, watch out, because then Verge will have protection at both levels, the IP level and the blockchain level. And again, that is on an optional basis, not default, but the option will be for users to opt for the private ledger. If the network is small, that can make you stand out, which can be a disadvantage. But if the network is large, then that won't be a major issue. So looking at Verge, just looking at Verge and Dash as far as their price movements, we can see both of these have made significant. This is price from beginning of November to the present, which is end of December. And looking at Dash, started beginning of November was around 269, and currently is around over 1,000, so it's about 4x in price. Now Verge has made a huge move. Beginning of November was at less than was around half a penny. That is $0.005, half a penny, and currently is at almost 12 cents. So that is about 25 times, 25x in price over the last 2 months. So both Dash and Verge have made major moves. Dash, again, the market cap leader, are not cryptographically private, but does have instant send. And Verge, making a huge move, uses Tor and I2P routing for IP level protection, and the Wraith protocol, which is coming, will also give you optional blockchain level protection. Now, Zcash has the most high level super crypto that there is. It's called ZK Snarks, and what that means is zero knowledge, succinct, non-interactive argument of knowledge protocol, and that is basically the ability to verify a transaction or verify data without transmitting any of the data itself. Recall that self-verification of data is the key to blockchain. So Zcash pulls off the magic feat of self-verification with this super secret cryptography that it uses. So if you want to invest in the highest level of cryptography, Zcash is your coin. The privacy issue on a small network, again, you may raise red flags or be more conspicuous than you want to be by opting for privacy. And the reason you have to opt in is because the ZK Snark verification without information is very inefficient. It requires a lot of processing power, so it's not put into place by default. It's that you actually have to opt into it. Zcash is fourth in market cap, currently at 1.5 billion, and you can see the move that Zcash has made since the beginning of November. Let's just look here. Zcash was around 222, and currently the end of December is around 472. So it's more than doubled in the past month and a half. So that is Zcash, again, the highest level of cryptography for an investor who is interested in privacy. Now, Monero is cryptographically private by default. Okay, so this is the one where you do not have to opt into the cryptography, and it's protected at the blockchain level. It's running second in market cap to Dash at 5.8 billion. You'll recall that Dash was first in market cap at 8.6 billion. So Monero is running second in market cap, and it accomplishes this blockchain level protection with two techniques. One is stealth addresses, that is, addresses that are completely indecipherable, and the other is ring signatures, which means that a sender cannot follow their coins through the network. They can't see where they go or what the recipient does with them after they're sent. So the transparency of the network is completely eliminated in that sense. No one can follow you either by address or by chain of transactions. And that is Monero, which has made a move from beginning of November at about 85 to end of December 345. So that's a good 4x move. So all these coins, all four of these crypto privacy coins have made a significant move in the wake of Bitcoin's recent decline in price, and they're all good, solid investments in the crypto privacy space. And this has been our first in a series of crypto sector analytics, and we hope you enjoyed it and hopefully gave you some very, very powerful, useful information for you on which you can base your altcoin investment decisions.